Abruptly, lot of human beings are wake up and request themselves questions on Facebook. How lot information am I dividing in the public print gigantic? Did I very offer permit for it to be gathered and saved? Or, though more than severely, include I presented above my friend's information to be saved on several Californian server computer? And time or so after an electronic mail arriving in a connection to clicking and I was loading a 675 megabyte directory chronicling all of my lifetime on the web with I signed up in 2007. At first view down there was anything really disturbing, I would wait all the photos and videos I'd always located to be down there, and scroll downward. My time scale stipulated an interesting glimmer of my lifetime above the recent 10 years. I did note how for several years each chant I'd heard to on Spotify was list, a convenient remind how while you connection any foreign app to Facebook it later gathers a lot more than information on thou. But later I pressed on a folder named contacts. I was undertaken ago to discover my whole pin listing, thousands of telephone numbers. Now the was not bounded to Facebook friends and turned on lot human beings in the social eye who might be broken to discover how their individual numbers were saved in the path. I cannot recall which happened while I set up my Facebook expense behind in 2007, in such innocent days I could so include pressed yes while guessed to download my contacts so how I could see who else was portion of the new youthful society. So, my error I assume. Later I noted how at the top of the listing were several numbers how cannot include been sucked in the Facebook car 10 years ago since I had just added them in latter weeks. They turned on, sarcastically, the portable quantity of Carol Cadwallader, the reporter who has blown up outdoor the entire history of Cambridge Analytica and Facebook. So the tool how each period I come a new quantity in my telephone's database, it once ends up in Facebook. The business is in impact tracking me. The is not the largest astounding sample of Facebook's information gallery. At low one customer has informed how all of his lyrics messages of Android telephone include once ended up creature saved by Mark Zuckerberg's business. Though if Facebook users accept to stake the information, their friends whose numbers or lyrics messages are creature gathered nearly surely include no. And though if such human beings include never united Facebook, or include solve to exclude their accounts, it looks as although several of their information will remain in the public web as length as the human beings who stipulated it stay. Facebook says how download yours contacts is a regular portion of signature up in lot exchanging messages or public apps, and insists how users are taking into account a precise selection. Human beings are clearly requested if they wish to offer permit to download their contacts of their telephone, keys explainable law down there in the apps while you get begun. Human beings can exclude previous downloaded data at any period. The business is law to say the is overall experience. And if you believe it is creeping how Facebook is store the data, which on Pome's iCloud wherever millions keep their iPhone information, consisting their contacts. In any instance, Facebook insists it never shares the information in nobody else. The issue is how its industry pattern, in comparison with Pome's, depends on maintaining its users' information. And taking into account which they include scientific above the recent 1 week on how data may include been utilized, lot Facebook users may not be prone to offer it the gain of the question.